Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Oh, I don't know which one to pick. Okay, boys and girls, I'm Mrs. Nixon. I'm so excited that you're here at PBS so that I can help support you to become amazing thinkers, readers, and writers. But you know what? Can you help me with something? I have 2 books because tomorrow's Halloween and I really want to read a book that's a Halloween theme. I've got Mysteries, October Ogre, and then I've got Stink and the Midnight Zombie Walk. And they both sound so good. They're brand new. I just got them. Maybe you could help me. Which one do you think I should read this weekend? Should I read them both? I might end up doing that too. But boys and girls, if you're ever looking for a book that you want to read, check out and hop on Sora. They have a great selection of books that you can check out and read for free. Or even visit your local library and you'd be able to check out a book from there. That's a great place to do it as well. Okay, so speaking of reading and checking out books on Sora, Fresno Unified, we've been doing a great job of checking our books out on Sora. And I love that we get to see every single week which school sites are doing a fantastic job and getting all those kids. You guys are out there checking out your books. And so I love to give a little shout out to schools who are doing an amazing and fantastic job with that. We've been counting down all week. Remember, we started out Greenburg. You were the 5th school for, you were within the top 5. You were number 5. Number 4 was Robinson. Number 3 was Viking. Number 2 was Columbia. Are you ready for number 1? Here it is. Dun, 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 dun. Computech Middle School, go Tigers, good job. A middle school, I am so proud of you guys. You guys got out there, you're checking out your books on Sora, and you are gonna do a fantastic job. We are so proud of you. All right, so next week, I'd love to be able to talk about who our top Sora checkout people are. So make sure that you are checking out your books online. Okay, so let's start looking at and getting started working for today. I've got 3 things that we're going to go through. I want to go through our 3-letter blends, our closed syllables, and then we're going to finish off today with our suffixes. So let's start out with our high frequency words. Now, remember, these are those words that we've been practicing all week long. We want to be able to look at them and read them as fluently as you can. Say even just your name, right? Okay, so read them with me. Green, got, has, had, grow, have, hot, hold, hurt, and how. Nicely done, 3rd grade. To finish off the week, I've got our last 2 words. I have the word how, H-O-W, and hurt, H-U-R-T. Now, if you wrote down some of these words and have been practicing them all week long, I bet you have them, and I'm so proud of you because you're responsible for your own learning success. So good job with that. Okay, help me put these in a couple of different sentences. I have some sentences right here. Read them big and loud with me. I learned to multiply in 3rd grade. Ah, okay. Did you get when you fell? Okay, so I'm thinking about some context clues. I see the word fell. What happens when you fall? Might you get hurt? So did you get hurt when you fell? And then I learned how to multiply in 3rd grade. Are you learning how to multiply in 3rd grade? Excellent job. Okay, so let's go down and let's look at our 3-letter blends. Now remember, you've been practicing these in 1st grade and 2nd grade, so this is really just a chance for you to review. We're going to look at these blends, we're chunking them together, we're training our brain so when we get into those multisyllabic words that we're able to recognize some of these these letter patterns. Okay, so we have SCR, and SCR, when you blend it together, says skur. So let's look at a word that has it. Scribble, scribble, good. STR says stir, like in the word stretch, stretch. See that? Good. All right, how about or SHR, sure, sure. How about this one? Shrug, shrug, good. And SPL says spul, spul, like in the word splendid, splendid. Nicely done. Let's come down here. We've got SPR says spur, spur, like in spray. And then THR says thur, like in throb, throb. And SQU is squa, like in square, square. Awesome job. Okay, 3rd grade, great job. Let's switch it up just a little bit and look at our 2nd thing that we're going to go over today. We talked about this at the beginning of the year. We've reviewed all week long. But there are 6 different syllable types. We're focused this week on the closed syllables. So just remember, when we talk about a closed syllable, we're finding those vowel sounds in a word. Every time we hear a vowel, we know that there's a syllable that belongs there. And if that vowel is closed off with a consonant, then we know that it's closed. What do I mean by that? Let me show you, because sometimes it's a little easier to see it. So in the word napkin, I find my vowels, and then I find my consonants. Now, because I've got 2 of them in a row, I know that I can split those 2 consonants up, and then I've got nap, and because that P comes after the A, that's a closed syllable. My vowel sound is short. Just like in kin. So you can see the K-I-N, I've got my vowel, but I've got a consonant at the end which closes it off and means that that syllable is then closed, which I'm going to have a short vowel sound. Okay, so let's go through. We've been practicing these this week and looking at some of them. I do have some fun Halloween words here to get us started with. So let's look at and see if we can apply some of those rules. So I've got looking for my vowels. Let's mark our vowels. I've got 2 vowels right here. Do you see them? A-E-I-O-U. So I've got an O and an E. And then in between, I have 2 consonants, B and W. I'm going to split those 2 consonants because there's 2 of them. I can really draw a line down the middle. That tells me how I'm going to split my syllables. And because I've got my consonant after my vowel, I know my vowel is going to make a short vowel sound. So I've got cob, and the same can be said about the 2nd syllable. I've got my consonant that follows my vowel, so it's going to be short vowel, web. Put it together, cobweb. Excellent. How about this Halloween word? Let's look. We've got find our vowels. So here they are. I'm going to say a vowel, and I've got 2 consonants right here. I'm going to split them down the middle, and then I've got goblin. Did you see how easy that was? So as you go through and you are practicing saying all of these words, it's going to become kind of cemented and automatic in your brain. So you can see where you can start to chunk these words. You've got contest and fabric. Do you see it? Practice it. The more you practice, the better you're going to get at it. Okay. Today, I want to do something a little bit fun. I just want us to read a story. I've got the story, The Squid, and today we're going to look for those 3-letter blends. It's just kind of fun for Halloween. I personally love learning about sea life, so I thought that learning about a squid would be a little bit for Halloween. All right, so this one's called The Squid. We see that 3-letter blend. I want you to read it big and loud, and we're going to read just like as fluently as we can, just like we're talking, okay? All right, let's go. The squid is a strange sea animal. It has a huge head, 8 arms, 2 tentacles, and a sharp beak. It eats shrimp, fish, and other squid. When feeding, a squid stretches out its strong tentacles to grab prey. It uses its arms to squeeze and hold onto the prey. Scientists have studied the squid's beak. It is powerful and very hard. It is not easy to scratch or bend this beak. This sea creature protects itself from a threat by squirting ink. The splash of ink helps the squid hide from enemies. A squid also hides from enemies by changing the color of its skin. Squids live deep in the ocean and breathe through gills. They are fast swimmers and streak through the water at high speeds. Did you know all of that stuff about our squids? Did you know that? Did you see some of those 3-letter blends? Even here in the title, we had a 3-letter blend. Squid and strange. Oh my gosh, look at them. Then you've got shrimp and stretch. So many 3-letter blends. It's full of it. Excellent. I bet as you go through and you're reading all of your stories, you're going to start to see them pop out to you and go, oh my goodness, look how easy that is to read. Excellent job, 3rd grade. All right, let's finish off today talking about our prefixes and our suffixes. Last week we talked about prefixes. This week we're going to focus on suffixes. Suffixes are groups of letters that are found at the end of a word that changes its meaning. This week we focused in on less and full. Less means without, and full means that it's full of. So, for example, if I have my base word, now remember a base word can stand by itself. If I have my base word, help, I can put help with less, and it means that I'm without help, right? Okay, so helpless. I have use and full. I can put it together and I've got useful. So useful means that it's full of uses, right? It has many uses. Okay, let's look and see what this looks like in action. Okay, so here's a sentence, and I've got a word, I've underlined it because that has our suffix that we're practicing. Okay, so read with me. If Olivia had ignored the elephant's problems, some people may have felt that she was thoughtless. Thoughtless. What does thoughtless mean? Well, let's think about it. Less means without, right? And thought, well, like that means that she's thinking about him, right? So thoughtless means what? Does it mean that she's without love? Does she not love the animals? Full of thought or without thought? That's right. It would be without thought. She wasn't thinking about those poor animals. All right. Okay, so boys and girls, I want to say thanks for hanging out with me today as you're getting ready for school. Remember, you're responsible for your learning success, so listen, ask questions, and share your ideas because together we can do so much more. Boys and girls, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Be safe. I can't wait to see you back here on Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.